first. Okay. So let me know how the audio levels are because I don't want them to be too loud. I would like for them to like barely even be heard because I want to talk over it and talk about it, and I don't want to, you know, freaking talk over them too much. So we'll go ahead and get into it. I'm going to skip around a lot. I haven't seen all of them, but I have seen a lot of them, whether in real life or on stream. So let's just hop right into it. We're going to go full screen. First of all, I do want to say the stream layout and everything this year was really, really good. So let's just watch it. We're going to do this fight companion style. I'm just going to talk over it, you know, stopping and starting. I don't want it to be too long, but yeah. So we'll skip around.
I think have to cover because you can set the weather.
See every
Turn it way down. But I do like the music that they used, and all of the graphics and everything were very cool. I really appreciated all of it, and you know, I don't know, I thought it was really good, at least for, you know, not having to pay and be able to go and just watch, and also watch at home, you know. I thought it was an incredible experience. But I don't know. I really enjoyed talking to everyone that I talked to, and I really enjoyed seeing how, you know, the meta is going to develop, and, you know, seeing a lot of specific things that I had always seen offline, you know, oh, this really works or whatever, or this, that, and the other. But, you know, being there in person and seeing what people were using versus what you think people are going to use is an eye-opening experience. It's very different. It's very different. Let's see if we can skip ahead. Can we skip ahead? We can. Okay, here we go. I can't believe they have to put that disclaimer up. Does that disclaimer actually really matter? That's crazy. That girl. That's the girl that I was talking about. She was by herself in the hallway next to the lunch line, and I was like, hey, you did a really great job. You know, I enjoyed your commentary. She smiles a lot, but she was just, you know, by herself. I kind of felt bad. I mean, I was there by myself. I'm sure a lot of people were there by themselves, flying in from wherever, you know. But it's so weird because you see so many people walking around with a suit jacket on. You see so many people walking around with a suit jacket on. You're like, is that what? Do people just do this because they want to look like a commentator or what? But then you quickly find out, like, you see a lot of the commentators walking through the hallway. They don't have a suit jacket on, and they're wearing like jeans or like schleppy pants, like underneath, right? Like the like from here down, you know, is like not is like slumming it, but like in the view of the stream is like profesh. But I really don't get why everyone was saying in the chat that her commentary was so cringy. I didn't think it was cringy at all. I thought it was fine. I thought she did a great job. That's why I told her she did a great job. If I would have seen anyone else sitting by themselves, you know, in a corner, I would have been like, hey, great job. You know, just a random guy. Hey, I just want to let you know you're doing a great job. But yeah, I threw away the banana already. I wish I would have showed you the banana on stream. Wolfie Glick's banana that I got for him. The small talk, they're not very good at the small talk though, huh? And on the Pokemon streams, not very good at the small talk. It goes on for so long. There was a TCG break that I saw that was like 30 minutes. Dude, that's so crazy. $3,000 to the winner of this regional. Yeah, dude. That's so crazy. Dude, I like the tips that they put on the screen too. I really like the little tips they put on the screen. These Pokemon often Dynamax. Actually, it's only out of those, it's like Duraludon. And then Assault Vest Gyarados with Power Whip was another one. But barely Dragapult. Man, they do a lot of this. We need to skip forward. Where's the good stuff? Because this small talk, all these intros and the small talk, this kid on the right seemed really embarrassed in general. River Davis? Raghav Malaviya. So his Arcanine actually gets confused from the berry that it has. It's Pinch Berry. You know the berries that confuse if it's the wrong nature? It gets confused. And so people were like, you know, people all over the internet are like, oh, he's hacking, he's cheating. Like, because he doesn't know his team. But surprisingly, a lot of these people were in their hotel room making their teams, like literally making their teams the night before. Okay, so Rotom Mo, I always call it Rotom Cut, but Mo Rotom is like, there was a lot of Mo Rotom, just in general. There's a Togekiss, there's a Togekiss, there's an Arcanine, and there's an Arcanine. So Tyranitar, there's one Tyranitar. There's one Excadrill. But this is what I'm talking about when I say like all of these Pokemon you assume there's going to be a ton of, they are like sprinkled into teams with other like mainstay Pokemon. So you can very quickly see which Pokemon are going to constantly be on a team regardless, and that's why their usage stats should be so much higher, as opposed to like Dragapult, which is, there's not a single Dragapult right here. There's not a Dragapult. And then according to Pikalytics, it's like it's number 1 in usage stats. So this is what I'm talking about on the stream matches and also IRL. There wasn't a lot of Dragapult. So we see 2 Togekiss and 2 Arcanine. So keep that in mind. Also Mo Rotom and Jellicent was another big one. I didn't see a lot of Ferrothorn. Rhyperior was all over the place, but only on Trick Room teams. So there's the caveat. It was all over the place, but typically those teams were Trick Room teams. Obviously, I'm like not hard Trick Room, but like this guy's team where it's obviously you have Ferrothorn, Jellicent, Rhyperior, you know what I mean? But anyway, and surprisingly enough, what I've seen a lot of people that are online content creators do is make a team that can do both, and that was rare. People didn't often do that. People did not often try and split the team in terms of can operate in and out of Trick Room. They didn't do that. They just had Trick Room or not Trick Room. And so this guy's team, where it's like, you know, Pokemon like Arcanine, Hydreigon, Togekiss next to Rhyperior, Jellicent, Ferrothorn, that was not very common. I did not see that. I did not see that a lot. Yeah, and that guy said the same thing. It's not heavy Trick Room, but it's an option. But that option is half the team. So the lead here is Melodic and Mo Rotom, Togekiss, and Jellicent. Very interesting to lead Togekiss and Jellicent instead of something like Jellicent or Rhyperior. But I'm thinking he's going to want to Trick Room with the Jellicent and then switch in the Rhyperior after a Follow Me. Thunderbolt does over half. And the Paralyze. That's crazy. What up, Got No Clue? What's up, man? Oh, yeah, I remember this. The Coil. The coil hypnosis. And it gets the para. That's crazy. Jellicent does Trick Room, of course. So now we're in Trick Room. Yeah, dude. Follow me on the Togekiss as well as Yawn. Yep. He sends out the Ferrothorn instead of the Rhyperior. Obviously makes a lot of sense. And then he freaking Dynamaxes the Mo-Rotom. Oh, that's the joke. So that was the joke that everyone was talking about, saying things are bigger in Texas. And the Twitch chat is like, wow, how cringy. And it's like, dude, just... So Togekiss goes down after just 2 hits. Electric Terrain. So the Yawn doesn't even work. Which is very good. Very good considering Togekiss is basically there for Yawn and... Just saw the dumbest option since the YouTube bell. Rhyperior comes in. I really like the overlay. The overlay on these guys looks really, really good. Dynamax on the Rhyperior. I wonder what the EVs for the Rotom are. Rhyperior has a ton of HP. Power Whip onto the Melodic. Dude, doesn't even do half. Doesn't even do half on the Melodic. That's crazy. Max guard from the Rhyperior. Leftovers on the Melodic instead of Adrenaline Orb. That's crazy. Leaf Storm into Rhyperior, maybe? That sucks, man. I'm sorry. Gyro Ball into the... Oh, weakness policies? Oh my god. Wow. Max Rockfall onto the Rotom. Onto the Melodic. Nice. Dude, Gyro Ball's his own Rhyperior. So Ferrothorn is faster than Rhyperior. That's interesting. Or under Trick Room, so it's slower than Rhyperior. Max Overgrowth. That's a special hit too. That's crazy. In the sand, but the Overgrowth is gonna offset that. That's really crazy. Yeah, I don't really like the grassy terrain because it heals everybody. That's not very beneficial. Mo-Rotom goes down to normal. Now at least he can Leaf Storm or something else. Maybe a Will-O-Wisp. If he has Will-O-Wisp. I don't remember what he has. But the Jellicent is still back there. Who did he send out? Togekiss? Togekiss is everywhere. I'm telling you. Freaking Togekiss. It is everywhere. Togekiss is everywhere. Togekiss, Whimsicott, and Arcanine. Everywhere. Everywhere. Jellicent comes back in. Super weird. Protect from the Togekiss. Double protect. Probably Rockfall on the Rotom. Yeah. Oof. That did a grip. Togekiss is the new DLC character? Yeah, basically. Basically. Togekiss is the Leroy Smith of VGC 2020. For sure. For reals. Can you guys hear the stream? I want it to be heard, but not very loudly, because I want to talk over it and I don't want to interfere with it. But I want there to be a hint of it there. Rhyperior is just so buff, dude. But it usually runs weakness policy. I wonder how people get its special defense so freaking high without losing HP. You can hear me? Let me turn up the stream just a squinch. There we go. We'll turn it up just a squinch. I'm talking over it anyway. It's much louder in my own ears though, which is very annoying. Raghav got a chance to use the yawn from the Togekiss as well onto the Jellicent, so that Jellicent's gonna get put to sleep. Dude, that freaking yawn.
Yeah, that Jellicent's gonna be able to do something next turn, then it's gonna be off to sleep, and that actually opens up those options.
Yawn, follow me, Dazzling Gleam, Flamethrower. Ridiculous. For sure has Flamethrower into the Ferrothorn. I think it's still Trick Room. Nice. Very good. Thank you. Yeah, dude. Well, Togekiss is going to use Follow Me here, a move that's going to draw. Follow Me? Of course. Imagine that. It's crazy that in 2020 we're still using Leech Seed Ferrothorn. Oh yeah, and she says Ferrothorn a lot. It's time for Rotom to make its move, going to Thunderbolt onto the Jellicent, doing nothing. Doing nothing. This format is going to become a slow format. It's gonna after the expansion pack. It's gonna be a lot faster, but it's gonna get really slow right up until that point. Everything's gonna be really bulky, really safe. You know. Yeah, dude. It's gonna be slow. It's gonna be slow. Everything is gonna be super bulky because of, you know, all the G Maxes that are gonna get released. Especially, dude, there's gonna be so many Paris Trap teams after G Max Lapras is released. So much Paris Trap. Ferrothorn. Maybe they shouldn't have added a feature that doubles your health. No, I'm saying it's faster now, but I strongly believe that it is going to be way slower in the future, where everything is going to be able to take a hit from everything, and you're just going to have to be there forever. There might be some timer involved. But right now, he knows that Jellicent's asleep. He's able to sit the Arcanine in there for a little bit. And like I said earlier, the showing of Togekiss was enough for me to go home that day, this same day, and make a fresh Togekiss. No burn. Yeah, I mean, zero damage on that Thunderbolt. Dear Lord. That thing is buff. Jellicent is everywhere. Togekiss, Jellicent, freaking Arcanine. I'm telling you. Rotom, I mean, like... And while you want to take the most advantage of them,
He's probably not quite there yet.
And I mean, you could basically do, so your fire, water, grass core could be, this is the reason they put in the 20-minute timer. Yes. Yes. Because this is taking forever. How everywhere is Landorus going to be? It's going to be able to Dynamax. Dynamax Landorus? Earthquake? Or G-Max Quake or whatever? Or Max Quake? It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be disgusting. But then you also get I mean, you have to think you also get Terrakion. So you're gonna have Scarf Rock Slide Terrakion. You're gonna have Scarf Rock Slide Landorus. You're gonna have, you know, Scarf Eruption Heatran. You're gonna have Scarf Rock Slide Garchomp. You're gonna have Zapdos. You're gonna have, you know, after the expansion pass, it's gonna be like freaking it's gonna be like 2015 or whatever format that was, where it was like Cresselia next to a Heatran, right? It's gonna be crazy. Especially with Intimidate. If it loses Intimidate, if Landorus loses Intimidate, I doubt it would be as strong as it is. Or if you cannot change forms. If it could only be Landorus regular. If it could just be... She says Ferrothorn so much. Ferrothorn. Bloom Doom Heatran? Yeah.
No, I mean, that was his biggest attacking.
But you're still going to be able to do it. It's going to be... It's going to be worse. It's going to be stronger. It's going to be freaking... it's going to be freaking G-Max Overgrowth, you know, instead. Dude, but for real, that Gyro Ball into his own Rhyperior, that was Galaxy Brain. Under Trick Room, Weakness Policy, and the freaking Sandstorm. That was really nice. That was really nice. But you guys see what I'm talking about? This overlay right here with the Zacian and Zamazenta and that stage, that was only in one place. They would have to reset up, because you can even see, you would even see on the table that they're using, there's little squares for where the TCG was. They only had one stream setup. They weren't running VGC and TCG at the same time. They were not. When they switched everything. So that's why they did VGC first and then TCG. Because there's all this setup, and then for TCG you just take it all off. But they even had cameras underneath the table for TCG. There were cameras looking up underneath the table at the prize cards. And they had a boom arm. They had a camera on a boom looking down at the game for TCG.
Or sometimes actually players have been putting weakness policy on that Togekiss, but we know from this last game, Raghav's Togekiss is carrying that Babiri Berry, and it made it so much more healthy versus that Ferrothorn that
Ferrothorn.
Yeah, I mean, there's been some really cool
this small talk is so weird. Why is your small talk so weird? Stop being weird.
Teams focus a little bit. You know, there's a number of
the relational awareness.
It's so he's playing.
Absolutely. In the next couple.
Yeah, no,
That guy on the right, River, seemed really embarrassed the whole time. But she did great.
Absolutely. Not only
I thought she did really great. I don't understand why everyone thought her commentary was cringy. When they switched, they switched everything. All right, here we go.
I don't think we're going to see too much of an adjustment.
No, I mean, he put himself in the right position, I think, a lot of the time.
I love the graphics they used this year. Everything looks so good. Togekiss, Togekiss.
Right down.
Hydreigon.
Not a pleasant place to be if you're Hydreigon, unless you believe you have a reliable way to take it out with ease. I don't know if that exists on Hydreigon, but it is a change-up, and that's something that's going to be very important.
Follow me, Dazzling Gleam.
Color me corrected, because we are going to see that change here, and it's actually going to be a pretty big change. I think River right off the bat is going for a Dynamax turn 1.
Yeah, I mean, there's certainly...
Dynamax Hydreigon turn 1.
who do think that
Yup.
Hydreigon is one of the best candidates
Called it.
to be Dynamaxing. You got to think about it though. I mean, it's Dark Dragon as a typing. That's certainly something that.
That's crazy how loud the Dynamax sound is.
Grab with a follow me. It's not
It's
gonna be the
crazy.
only one, though. Double Dynamax turn 1. Let's go. Both Pokemon just
Double
can't
Dynamax
switch.
turn 1 is
This
very
what we wanna
common.
see from VGC in Sword and Shield
How
format.
weird.
Just two big boys swinging at it and going for it. There's going to be a lot of damage available here, and we'll see exactly who can carve out the biggest advantage.
Dynamaxing the Mo Rotom is also very common.
Dynamaxed first before Raghav's
Yeah.
Rotom did. So
Hydreigon's
we are gonna see
faster.
A follow me coming out from River's Togekiss that is going to make it the center of attention.
Overgrowth
for
into the
Riverside of
Togekiss.
field,
Max Flare into the
right
Rotom.
into the Rotom.
Ooh,
Ends up taking
over
about
half.
damage from that. And that's going to put it in a knockout range if that ends up happening again for Riverside.
Yeah, well, the sunlight, of course, going to turn harsh. That's
Sun
gonna
goes
just
up.
activate
Citrus
the
Berry
berries,
brings
so
it back
Rotom,
over half.
About 10 hit points and a half. Coming
Dynamax a lot, dude. I hope they bring the Alolan forms back. But you know there's gonna be new Pokemon. The legendary birds have Galarian forms. There's completely new Galarian Slowking and Slowbro. There's gonna be more Galarian forms. There's gonna be
It's gonna be that
new
Dazzling Gleam too, which is gonna be enough to knock
Dynamax.
out
Holy.
the Togekiss on Riverside, and it does a decent chunk of damage to the Hydreigon.
Was
as
that a
well.
one-hit
The Hydreigon may
KO?
not be long.
Dazzling Gleam onto the
That Dazzling-
opposing.
Not enough to about 10 hit points
I
and a
need to see
half.
this.
Coming back up.
Max Lightning. Oh, Max Lightning, Dazzling Gleam. Okay, cool.
Take a Max Lightning.
Yeah, that did a grip.
Through it, so
I
the
think that
Rotom
must be
not able to
modest.
sell it immediately. We know
Modest,
Raghav did
like
play with
max
his Togekiss.
special
We'll see
attack
exactly what
Rotom.
he's decided to
Maybe?
fire back on
But it's
his.
fast.
Oh, it's gonna be that Dazzling Gleam too,
No,
which is gonna be
the
enough
Hydreigon
to
is
knock
faster.
out
Okay,
the
yeah.
Togekiss on Riverside, and it does a decent chunk of damage to the Hydreigon as well.
But you know, a lot of
The Hydreigon
people,
might not be
a lot of
long
people
for
tend
this
to
one.
use
Yeah, the
just
problem
max
right now
HP,
is
max special
Raghav's
attack.
Togekiss isn't
Rotom.
exactly super threatened at this current position. Of course, you could bring in something like
Alolan forms are coming back the same time as the Pokeathlon. Hey man,
a little bit more pressure on. There is the Ferrothorn.
Galaxy, what's
That's
up?
gonna help, but we've seen it take Gyro Balls very, very well, and I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, that Gyro Ball is not. That Togekiss is not very fast.
Togekiss just hitting this Hydreigon. If the Hydreigon
I think
does
that's
show Max Flare,
intentional,
it is gonna
but
benefit
I don't
by
know.
the sunlight, so it
What
will
up,
be able to
Galaxy?
get through all of that Rotom's health, even with the Citrus Berry, and I'll be curious to see exactly
That's
how it
so
goes.
weird. The Max Guard is so weird to me because I so rarely see it. Max Guard on both of them.
For the Max Guard here,
Okay.
and that is going to keep that Hydreigon safe from another attack from the Dazzling Gleam. But for
Nothing.
takes that one on the chin,
Nothing.
even with the critical hit.
For Rawthorn.
Now, for Hawthorne, though, being able to fire back with the Gyro Ball, that is going to prop the Berry Berry on that Togekiss on Raghav's side of the field.
Oh,
And that's not going to do too much.
Yeah.
Berry Berry keeping it very
dude,
healthy.
it did like.
It's really helped. It does mean now that questions going to be asked if you're the Hydreigon and you want to get.
What is that? 67 damage?
Or, of course,
That's
if
incredible. He
it's
knows his
Dazzling
calcs.
Gleam, you're going to be asking a lot of questions. I think he might be looking at Max Flare, and obviously it's not going to be boosted by the same type of attack bonus. It does have the harsh sunlight, which helps, and we'll see exactly if it can do it. Togekiss, though, keeping itself safe this turn.
Protect from the
Really
Togekiss.
interesting play
I
here.
would have yawned a long time ago.
Flaring again. No issue with its target, though.
Rotom's going
It's
down.
target because
Oh,
the target's
yeah.
going to be the Rotom, and
Yeah.
with the sunlight, that is going to be enough to knock out the Rotom. And Rotom, while it was a big factor in that game one, is not
Put in a
gonna
lot
be
of work.
nearly as much of an impact.
Put in
here
a lot of
this
work.
two.
This
Now,
game,
Gyro Ball
no.
will be missing because the Togekiss protected itself, but with the leftovers, will be able to regain a lot of the health that it lost to the Dazzling Gleam.
Dude, that's so crazy.
Yeah, it's basically almost back up to full health immediately, so not in a bad position. If he can maybe
Electric terrain in the sun. No sleep from the Togekiss.
really exciting. Arcanine coming in though, landing the
Sun boosted Arcanine. Attack goes down from the Ferrothorn.
Dude,
Dude, I'm telling you, all the way up to the expansion pass, it's going to be Whimsicott, Togekiss, Arcanine, Jellicent, Duraludon, Excadrill.
I would agree with
You're
that.
not going to see any Dragapult.
Really
There's going to be a lot of
affects
Rotom. There's going to be a lot of weird Rotom
sides of the
forms.
field because Arcanine gets a chance to take advantage of that as well. So for Hawthorne, for River's side of the field,
For
Arcanine
Rawthorn,
super safe here.
it's so
with
funny
that
how she says for
Arcanine
Rawthorn.
If it stays in this next turn.
As if Arcanine needed help to beat a Ferrothorn, and there's no reason for it.
Jellicent,
Yeah.
yep.
Ritter's last Pokemon is going to be the Jellicent, so potentially ending up with the same kind of back pairing. that he
Also,
had before.
Jellicent is everywhere.
See exactly where he goes. Hydreigon protecting this turn. Definitely scared of those Dazzling Gleams right now. Arcanine also buying some time. Just wants to protect. Does mean he's not going to have it available for him this following turn. Togekiss starts off with the Dazzling Gleams. Looking to try and land a big hit, I think.
Really well placed protects from River.
But right now,
it's actually crazy how he knows just when to protect.
To stop this Jellicent, my apologies, for setting up the Trick Room. And if you just say, all right, I'll try and get some damage down with Hydreigon, I'll let it fall, and then, you know, hey,
I think
we're going to be able to bring
Hydreigon's really good. I think
it's going to be a little weird
the amount of Togekiss and Whimsicott, I think it's going to go away. But it is really strong. And then, oh my lord, that Arcanine has no bulk at all. Dear lord. Life Orb, Hydreigon. Yeah, Papa Berry. And this right here confused himself. So he either put the wrong one on there, or this was given to him, or he was going too fast or something like that. But this Pinchberry ends up confusing. And so this has been a big point of controversy because people are like, oh, he hacked his Pokemon, right? You know, so I don't know. Why does Moonlight get stronger after Sunny Day? Well, technically the moon is a reflection of the sun, so if the sun gets brighter, the moon should get brighter. But I don't know. That was really crazy. That was really crazy when I first saw that. The Eapapa Berry going off and confusing himself. I mean, that might just be a straight up mistake, but Pinchberry confused. What?
Getting procced. It's gonna confuse the Arcanine.
Yeah, there is a drawback to some of these berries. We'll touch on that in a minute. Arcanine firing off the flamethrower towards this Hydreigon. And it's gonna
still, through the confusion, kills the Hydreigon.
There's people out here who are very much enjoying exactly what we've just witnessed.
Dude.
And yeah, we'll touch on that in a second. Jellicent sets up Trick Room. So
Trick Room, Ferrothorn comes back in.
We gotta go back to it.
Okay.
Dude.
So these berries have a really strange interaction.
That's so crazy. Through the confuses himself. Maybe he was style owning him. Right? Maybe he was style owning him.
But depending on the nature,
right? So he uses the wrong berry. Through the confusion, he's like, dude, I'm about to style on this guy.
I don't think that Arcanine liked the taste of that Eapapa Berry because it did get confused, but it was able to fire
so controversial. So controversial.
Rawthorn a little bit safer here.
For Rawthorn. Yo, Galaxy with the 500 sparks. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. So funny. Brings in the melodic. So what he's talking about is the fact that maybe it was given to him and it was adamant or jolly or whatever nature through a mint, and so it said, Galaxy, thank you so much. Thanks again for the additional 500. So people were also speculating that maybe it was given to him or he used a mint and he forgot, and the nature actually said the correct nature, but the stats reflected differently or vice versa or whatever. But basically he used the wrong berry because that Pokemon's nature was from a mint instead of the actual nature. Got no clue. Thank you so much. Thanks so much, you guys. But a lot of people have been saying, you know, probably this was a genuine mistake as opposed to, you know, it being some sort of conspiracy that he's hacking or something.
The mints, and yeah, he might have run himself into a little bit of trouble there by forgetting exactly where he'd been bouncing the nature around.
Yep.
This is why we test people. This is why you test your team on car.
Well, this switch in to with the Milotic actually helped out Raghav quite a bit here. It will be able to get the Arcanine safe back into its Pokeball. But the biggest thing is that Milotic now being on the field, this was kind of a mute turn here for River. The Gyro Ball going into a
Everything is
Protect, and
hacks?
then a
Yeah,
Scald
I don't know.
from
I don't think so.
Into the Arcanine slot, which Milotic took like a champ.
Yep, Togekiss though.
Follow me
looks like
again
he
from the
wants to
Togekiss.
make sure Milotic can do its
So
work
insane.
here. See exactly what it can
This
do.
is crazy
Gyro Ball
because you're
will
watching the
play.
stream and
Nothing
they're
much to do about it. No
they're
Bavarian
playing
this
at this
time.
level,
And it's gonna be a knockout on the
you
Togekiss.
know, with a
This puts a lot
0
of pressure on this Milotic
record.
to
This
do
is
some
like
work now.
the very
Johnson
beginning
going for another
round,
Scald,
like
and
round one.
you just gotta kinda do
We're
some
watching the
damage here,
first
but you'll
match
see
on
that
stream,
will be
so it's like the first
super
round. It's
Milotic
crazy.
going for
And then
another
A-Drive
Scald
eventually gets on the
here, trying to
stream.
get those
But
accuracy
this
boosts
guy
as
with the
well for
freaking
defense,
coil hypnosis,
and that is going to keep it
really
very
crazy.
safe.
So he really
Against
wanted to
the
put him to sleep with
attacking pressure that River is
coil
putting forward on this
hypnosis
battlefield.
and yawn and everything like that. But I wouldn't have brought the Melodic for that. I probably just would have brought my own Jellicent. But I don't know. Strength sap I think is way more valuable than sleep, because after they're put to sleep they can just wake right back up. But if you strength sap them, they have to switch out, or else they're eventually gonna be doing so little damage that it doesn't matter. No, that's fine. That one guy said so, and he's never wrong.
Jellicent going for
Yeah.
a Scald into the protected Arcanine. You're right about Trick Room being a problem, but Hypnosis, because of the coil, the accuracy
Boom.
boost is going to go off here, and Jellicent getting put to sleep.
Nailed the sleep again. Nailed the sleep again. First with the yawn off of the Togekiss, and then the coil hypnosis into the Jellicent. That Ferrothorn is going to be a huge problem. I guess a Protect is coming up, right? You know, I don't run Protect enough on my Mons because I'm always running some sort of weird move like Trick or, you know, Switcheroo or Fake Out, or I'm running some sort of weird thing.
Yes.
I think
And
OG Protect is gonna benefit me a lot more than just trying to, and that's what you see a lot of in these matches and just in general.
Be worked around
You
here
know,
by Raghav
but
as well, because there's only one more turn left, and both Pokemon on River side of the field.
Last turn of Trick Room,
Coil
Coil again.
We are going to see the Jellicent stay asleep, and Milotic going for another.
I think
coil,
for
this time
the
also getting
defense
attack
boost, probably,
Yeah, I mean the coil is just going to make life
especially oriented Arcanine, so Strength Sap isn't really going to matter, which is very, very smart.
It's going to be a kind of a tough situation now. As Trick Room ends, this Arcanine is going to be in a premium position to just try and deal with this Ferrothorn, and then all
Arcanine less than half health, special oriented.
Doable now.
Jellicent sitting at half HP. That's
Jellicent's
actually not too
asleep.
much to have to deal with, even for the Milotic.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of people though struggle. You know, you even saw that.
I wonder if he runs Thunderbolt on the Melodic.
To deal the damage it does. So it's a bulky Pokemon, very traditionally bulky. Ferrothorn does not land its double protect, so Arcanine.
Why would you try and double protect like that? Wouldn't you?
Right here should be looking
Is
to
Trick
win
Room
this
over?
game.
Oh yeah.
We'll see exactly what this Milotic
That's
has
it.
available on its moveset apart from
So he might. I think he's gonna
throwing out Hypnosis,
cancel.
and see where it goes from there.
Fast asleep. That shiny Jellicent looks really cool. I want one.
Get a bit of HP back here with the leftovers. Now though that the Ferrothorn
That's
is
so
not on the
crazy.
field, this is I think a much better position
Dude.
for Raghav to be in, but you still got to work through the Jellicent.
Yeah, I mean the big thing here as well is the loss of the Ferrothorn. means
I mean, he could continuously Strength Sap the Melodic, right? Or try and Scald the Arcanine out and then Strength Sap the Melodic.
It could be,
But
ridiculous.
isn't
Could be
Strength Sap
small amounts, but that Jellicent can
physical?
keep itself going in the same way that Milotic is with its leftovers. So I'll be curious to see.
No, it's special, isn't it? So Melodic straight up walls it.
This
That's
is
crazy.
An important next couple of turns though for Raghav, because this
I think
Jellicent
Protect
does
comes out
want to
right
be
now,
also
and
wanna be able to
then,
do something with the
you
Milotic,
know,
and that's not something
another
he'll be able to
Hypnosis.
do next turn. But Arcanine
Snarl.
Snarl actually is going to show off the
Good
barrier
call.
that this Jellicent
So he
is
has
holding.
Protect, Flamethrower, Snarl, and then another move. Probably Burn Up.
Drastically swings exactly where we go. And the Colberberry revealed on this Jellicent.
Room Service,
Those
Sand
attacks
Rush.
don't do as much damage when they're super effective. And there's gonna be the
Why
Speed
doesn't he
Shot,
have-
Icy Wind, so
He doesn't run.
speed down. Jellicent's not really known for one of them.
He doesn't run.
Unfortunately for this Hypnosis.
Wait,
That's
can
what to do. He's got the double coil.
can Melodic learn Freeze Dry? He doesn't learn run Freeze Dry.
Milotic revealing, of course.
Where's Freeze Dry?
Coil Hypnosis,
La, 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 la.
Icy Wind. That's doesn't leave many room for text there in the old
Coil, Hypnosis, Icy Wind, and Scald, probably.
battle that he needs to take on.
Oh yeah, Melodic does not learn Freeze Dry. Maybe
into a good position to deal with this long
he should switch out Melodic for Lapras. Lapras is such a good Pokemon.
Really well and know what they need to do
What do we
in order
get?
to take the win,
Sing.
but these next few turns are still
Does Lapras
critical.
get a
Jellicent
accuracy
is still
boosting
asleep,
move?
but it might not be for much longer.
Yeah, I mean, it's been asleep for a
You can
while
also
now.
Perish Trap with
He's
Lapras.
gonna be stuck on the field for the rest of the game. There's no other
Charm,
switches.
Attract,
But
Rain
those
Dance.
snarls are adding up. That's a good reveal on the Arcanine. Now he knows that he has a decent kind of answer to this Jellicent.
Man.
This is going to be a lowered special attack. which
Dude,
not
this
exactly
is
what you want.
so brutal.
Its speed down, it's not
Yeah,
really a
dude.
quick Pokemon. Jellicent's going to wake up though.
Scald?
And start attacking again.
And the
Minus
Arcanine
2.
takes it.
Ugh.
Yep.
It's actually still going to be
Wow.
on the field,
It's
and
still in.
with all the speed
Dear
bumps that Icy
Lord.
has been getting onto the Jellicent,
Brine, Avalanche, Round,
He's
Bulldoze.
been able to take
Yeah.
a Scald because he's landed 2 Snarls. And that's a
Sleep
really good
Talk,
play.
blah, blah, blah.
These Snarl and Icy Wind combo would be able to wrap it up. Jellicent just clinging on, but as long as
Freeze
Icy
Dry
Wind
for
gets
sure.
in the
Ancient
game
Power,
forward
Horn Drill,
down,
Curse,
and he's gonna
Tickle.
take the set. Milotic just showing it still has Hypnosis. It is gonna land after those
So
coils.
I
Just
wonder,
to make
I
sure
wonder if
Weaver not given an
gravity.
opportunity to get back in this game and
I wonder if gravity works
by
with.
Raghav,
It has to work with Hypnosis
that was an
and
excellent safe play coming out from
Sing
Raghav,
and
knowing
Horn
that,
Drill,
hey,
right?
Jellicent's awake. I
One
just
hit
wanna make
KO
sure that
moves?
my Arcanine can
I
hang
think it
on to
has
use
to,
the last move
right?
here, and it's going to show off with that is flamethrower now into the Jellicent for the
Style
win,
on him
which
with the
we get the
flamethrower.
knockout and taking this series.
yeah, Raghav starting his tournament
2-0.
really well there. The
Not bad,
Jellicent
not bad.
Is going to be a long day, and you want to open your days up with some wins. That's
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Let's skip to the next one, please. Is this Lord A Drive? It is Lord A Drive. All right. We're going to take a break and then we're going to come back and we're going to do analysis for Lord A Drive's match.